Good afternoon, Bob Dalton coming to you from Allendale's trading floor here in McHenry, Illinois. It is Monday, October 25th, 2010. Once again, the dollar in the driver's seat for agricultural commodities today. We had a weaker dollar, which sparked buying in most all commodities today. Some of the energies weren't able to keep pace. Natural gas being one specifically, but we did see gold trading higher. We saw that all metals working up today. The softs were up, cotton up limit today. Crude oil was higher. All the grains were trading higher. So keep an eye on the dollar if you're looking for direction on grains specifically, and overall most commodities as they should be working adversely to the dollar. Today when we settled up, corn picked up 8 3/4 cents, 5.68 3/4 was settlement price December corn. Soybeans up 18 1/4 at 12.17 3/4. We had the wheat up 3 1/4 only at 6.74. So what is this showing us here? Well, corn at one point was up about 15 on the day right out of the open. We saw some good buying in the corn. Soybeans pretty much held 15 to 20 higher all day long, and the wheat market trailing on behind. Fundamentals for the wheat are not as friendly as they are for corn and beans, and sooner or later we'll start to see some spreads react to that knowledge. But for right now, everything goes up. If the dollar's weak, we're going to go higher. Even if it's only a couple of cents, we're going to be up. So keep an eye on that for those of you that are trading this market. For hedgers, maintain probably a stance right now of wait and see, and we'll wait and see how high they want to take these grains, and try to get our hedges done somewhere up in the next 30 to 40 cents in the 2011 crop. Both corn and soybeans is what I'm looking for. So what was I saying? The dollar's lower right now. We're down 39 in the dollar, 77.29 and a half. After we saw a significant pullback on Friday, which apparently there was some sort of an error that the exchange broke a significant portion of the trades in the dollar. We had the dollar spike much lower on Friday. Even after this office was pretty much empty. It was an electronic trade. But once all that was said and done, we pulled the dollar back to about 74 points. It's back to 77.29 and a half. That is down 39 on the day. Crude oil right now up 60 cents. 82.45 is where that market's sitting. Crude trading in a pretty substantial range, $85 back down to $80. So you got about a $5 consolidation range that we're looking at in the crude oil right now. And we have had some analysts come on out in the last week or so and tell us they think crude's going to $90 because of the weaker U.S. dollar index. So something else to keep an eye on. We know when the crude oil strengthens up, how that benefits corn and ethanol, the corn and ethanol industries. So again, for corn hedgers, be cautious. Just keep an eye on what these outside markets are doing before you make any marketing decisions for next year's grain. Over to the livestock, we did have cattle down today. October fat contract, which goes off the board at the end of this week, down 80 cents at 101.40. Feeders also going off this week in October. 111.10 is where they settled, down 10 cents on the day. Hogs down 220, 68.45. We had cold storage and a cattle on feed report come out on Friday. Cattle on feed report was neutral to somewhat bearish, and we saw that price in to the futures contracts today with the lower pricing shown on the board. And hogs, we have a decent supply of pork right now in storage, and they're showing that right now on the board as well, with a move lower for $2.20 on the day. So that wraps up today's trading. Be sure to call in if you have any questions or do want to put a strategy together for hedging next year's grains, as the prices right now are pretty good, and I think we should be starting to get something priced out for next year at these levels in case this is all they're going to give us. But I'm not holding my breath on a pullback right now. Everything is showing that the grains want to continue on higher until we see some substantial fund liquidation or we see some substantial buying come back into the dollar. Allendale's conference, the end of January is when we will be having that out here in Crystal Lake, Illinois. And right now, this is the last week that you can get in and reserve tickets at our special pricing. It's $99 if you're coming by yourself. Give us a call if you want to get in on that. Friday's the last day to get that price. 800-262-7538 is the phone number here, or you can pick up details on our website, www.allendale-inc.com. Good luck trading this week, and we'll talk to you again next Monday. Bye-bye.